Okay, should be working now. Sorry about that. Forgot all about that. There we go. Speaking of, this song coming on reminds me. Dude, Slot Ball worked. Liverpool did it. Fucking champs. They're back on top.
You're awake.
Surely, you know, me wearing this shirt will emulate their success and I'll get my run today.
Easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
That was the problem with the Caitlin Clark jersey, see.
Get your bearings.
Even though
See what the damage is.
Caitlin Clark is tremendously
How about your
successful,
name? Can you tell me your
she has
name?
not won a title yet. So, you know, that's what was holding us back, surely, not the gameplay.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
Yeah, what's up, Shig?
Welcome to Good Springs.
Our setup
Now,
is
I hope you don't mind.
slightly
I
less
had to
long
go
today.
rooting around there in
It'll just be
the
1
mud
hour
and
instead of
pull all
2.
the bits of lead out.
Just massive.
I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Yeah, we're getting
Let's see
fewer
if we
stealth
can get you
boys,
on your feet.
because I don't think we'll need all the stealth boys from REPCONN, and then that's a huge time
Good.
sink.
Why don't
for
you
something we
walk
don't
down
even
to
need.
the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Let's see, 4 strength, 5 perception, 1 endurance, 1 riz, 10 int, 9 agility, 10 luck. Oh, you're cooking on Oblivion. Nice.
Look at that.
But yeah, we'd love a good
Maybe them bullets
new
done
setup
your brain
for
some good.
Fallout 3.
Well, we know your vitals are good. But that
By the way, the other day you were asking why I still went for the intelligence bobblehead for the pit run. I finally remembered why. Because it maxes out intelligence, it gives me enough skill points to actually get sneak to 100
right.
by the time I need it to be there. So that's why I do it. I said something else because I couldn't remember my own route. Let's see, we do guns, lockpick, sneak. Right, yes.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Oblivion. I think Dino is already doing runs in that. I think I saw. Let's see, we do Logan's Loophole, we don't do Kamikaze anymore, we do Wild Wasteland.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here.
Real quick, just verify the difficulty is on normal. Yeah, well, and Fallout 4, yeah, I hope you can really work your magic on that game. I did attempts at that game for a while, and then I just gave up after 2 attempts because it just took too long. Like, resets meant, like, so much time was gone, you know. My route, as you can imagine, was way slower than like the fastest possible route too, so that didn't help a whole lot. My route was like 3 days long, basically. Like it was impressively long. Psycho Jet is broken. I could imagine that would make a lot of sense, because Jet is like Turbo and 4, right? It doesn't do what it does in these games. Oh, we aren't gaming. Gaming. Jeez, there we go. I don't need this. I don't know why I'm grabbing it. Hey, what's up, Lid? How you doing? Oh, I did not click the button. Yeah, so that would be pretty broken. Because does it stack with... No, it doesn't stack, right? So if I remember right, in 4, the chems that stack, they have to have different beginnings, right? So like... Or no, wait, is it the root? So, like, you can stack Psycho with, like, Psycho Buff, right? So I guess you could stack it with Psycho Jet, too. So then you get, like, double the attack bonus. I need to do that. Yeah, that's funny how that works. I don't know how those chems stack. I can't remember which it is. I know it's one of those two things.
Now, see the... That's the right idea. Look on the side.
Oh, we're not
Try
gaming.
crouching down and staying still. Nice shot.
3 for
Well,
5, not great. Yeah, 4, I think there's good potential with 4 to make it faster. I just don't know like how much faster. Because like the fastest it's been done is like 6 hours, right? That's above my current limit after all unique weapons. No more runs longer than 4 hours. Oh, the special spread? What is, like, a good special spread for 4? I'm trying to remember what I did.
I'm done being nice.
I feel like I just did, like, the crit abuse
I'm going to get my
thing.
friends and we're burning this town to the ground.
Like a high luck, I want to say high agility.
Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
I used
Well, you've been
OSG
causing
as
quite-
my weapon. I don't need to say anything else to her. I did not go to Red Rock Canyon. Or no, wait, I shouldn't have gone yet. That's right.
You must be the one Doc Mick.
I shouldn't need that. Chat's loaded today, jeez.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, the rank 2 of Aquaboy. See, I'm thinking of like, so like before I did hitless runs in these games, I did like, on YouTube I did like build guides to get like as OP in the different Fallout games as fast as possible. And I just remember like my old route for that for 4 was to just immediately go get the T60 armor from the Atom Cats and then get OSG and just melt everything. But I remember like you had to swim all the way across the bay just to avoid all the enemies. Coyote might be problematic today. Square up. Yeah, you don't want none. Uh-huh. That's right. Back off. Oh, took a physics gun hit. That stinks. Because Fallout 4, like, I mean, like, you can take physics hits in all of these games, right? But, like, in 4, like, it's especially weird, because, like, I remember there's, like, a thing with cars in that game where if you sprint into a stationary car at the wrong direction, it will just kill you, because the game thinks that there's, like, a car flying at you at the speed that you're sprinting or whatever. Yeah, you can't touch cars, yeah. Something I could also do to make the setup for this faster is to see if there's like another melee weapon I could use. Maybe I don't need Chance's knife for the beginning of the DLC. I don't know. I might be able to cut this part out too. Oh yeah, no problem. Honestly, I think, like, not only could that be done faster because I didn't stop hop in it, but I think, like, the pathing could probably be improved a lot as well. But I don't know for sure on that. It might not make too big of a difference because I used the NCR armor to get into this strip, so you couldn't really change the pathing all that much, but if you were going to use that to get into the strip. Yeah, if my plan is whenever like New Vegas finally gets added as a Team Hitless official game, I'm gonna try to like bring down the speed record as much as I can in New Vegas any %, and like actually stop hop in that run. Kind of like as a little celebration. Yeah, this is a lot of walking. I mean, this is like probably like a solid 5 to 10 minutes of walking that may not need to be in the route going over here to get.
What rhymes with indulgent?
I mean, I guess I could just get Chance's knife and leave. I don't necessarily have to go all the way over here and get the turbo and stuff too. I might just start doing that, yeah. I just feel like I might get memed with RNG if I don't grab this turbo. And that's the thing, like, there are a decent bit of people that run 4, I just don't think they do a whole lot with Team Hitless. Like, I was aware of more people doing 4 Hitless than I was aware of people doing New Vegas Hitless at first. Yeah, so my route for 4 was, the gist of it was get Overseer's Guardian as soon as possible, go to the Far Harbor DLC, get the Robes of Adam's Devoted, get the Inquisitor of Adam perk, so that's like the perk that that scales your damage output with the amount of rads you have. So with that combination, basically, like with the Robes of Adam's Devoted, you eventually become immune to radiation, and you can take like a ton of rads. So because it's a hitless run, it doesn't really matter that you get the health debuff, right? And then you have this huge damage output boost, and then Overseer's Guardian you can get pretty early on in the game. And then you just do the any percent with the Institute ending. And I took that from Virexia's any percent, because that's what I think they did, basically. Yeah, Shiny Oblivion, Shiny New Oblivion. So I've never done like I played like little bits and pieces of Oblivion, but I never did like a full playthrough. I never owned the game. So I'm interested. I don't know. Might have to check that out.
Hello.
I feel like I'm missing out on a classic there. It's good. I have like the nagging suspicion that I've forgotten something important in setup and I can't place what it is. But we're just gonna keep chugging along. I haven't set up my hotkeys. That's probably what I'm thinking of. You see now, like, I've got that Fallout 3 DLC run that I'm excited to get to next. And now, like, I really want to do, I don't know, even before Elden Ring, I might want to do Dark Souls 2. I've been enjoying my Dark Souls 2 lately, off-stream. That's been, like, my main off-stream game lately. As much as I hate jumping on the trend lately where, I think, like, after the randomizer came out, everybody's kind of been playing Dark Souls 2. Not to, like, shame anybody for playing Dark Souls 2, you know, it's a great game. But I don't want to be a bandwagon jumper. But I'll probably do that anyways. After getting the pit. Good old pit baby napper percent. That's what that run's gonna be. You guys are in a position. A bit of rad scorpion flying around there. Or bark scorpion, excuse me.
This is a dangerous place.
Wish there were a good way to skip that dialogue. I feel like that's the only forced dialogue there's not really a good skip for. Not like it would save a ton of time anyways, but... Well, of course, Malcolm. You know, Malcolm is unavoidable. Malcolm and Radio Guy. What are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse for forced dialogues in New Vegas? Malcolm Holmes, Radio Guy, Private Kowalski. I don't know. I can't think of another one. Oh, the fucking guy outside of Prim. Yeah. The NCR trooper outside of Prim. There's not a good skip for that one either. That I've found anyways. My brother died at the Battle of Hoover Dam. You're desecrating a war memorial. Oh, almost went early. Lid, if you're still here, I stole this song from your playlist. Shamelessly. I want so bad to test to see if I bump into that, if it hits me, but you know, I don't want to reset. I'm like just long enough, 30 minutes here into a run. Always been curious if like those rocks when they're sitting still, if they'll do damage. This is Shishamo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably am not. Don't ask me to say the song name because it is something in Japanese. Yes, that I cannot read. I don't know what it says, but I'm pretty sure it's Japanese. We're not going to discover REPCONN. Time save. We're going Shig mode today. Only speed strats. Until I get scared. Then fucked up. Yeah, this is a run I kind of want to make like set up as quick as possible just because of the nonsense at the beginning of the DLC. Yellow sprinting. I've never seen these merchants here. That is the first. Do I even... So now what I'm wondering is do I even get the stealth armor? Because for this run we don't use the stealth armor because there's a point where it actually makes you less stealthy. Now I'm wondering if I just shouldn't get it at all. Okay, we need to get speech to 33 to start. Swift learner, right? Yeah. Oh, in the remaster, did they add a sprint? Is that what you're saying? I didn't realize that the original game didn't have a sprint. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's sick. Imagine if they did that in this game. Oh my god. And imagine if stop hopping were compatible with it. It'd be like sprint jumping in Minecraft on steroids. Although the inputs for that would probably suck because presumably you have to press a button to activate the sprint, so... I've seen the skooma thing, yeah, I've seen people do hilarious shit with, like, the skooma change. Oh, okay, excuse me.
We've got a situation with some...
Who needs end when you can speed? True. Oh, it still needs end.
What the hell? Yeah,
Wait, that's not right.
I'm getting real tired.
And then lockpick. Oh. Go.
Evening.
I'm getting real tired.
%, chameleon? Is that just basically like a stealth boy? I don't know Oblivion super well. Oh shit, I missed the jump. Okay, so at first I thought the garbage truck was here. That is thunder, isn't it? I didn't even know it was supposed to rain today. It's a stealth boy on crack.
I'm glad you were able to get my...
Oh no, you know what? I should still get the turbo at the beginning just because I need to go to the cons to get the ammo anyways. That's right. So there's no point in cutting that out, actually. It'd be like a 30-second time save, maybe, at the most. Oh, this might be... I don't think we're going to be able to stop him. This time he's on the wrong side of the post. Unless he's just an idiot. Yeah, okay. I wonder if you can see the moment he disappears when we run over here. Oh wait, there it went. He just vanished. Lockpick 53, sneak now, we pump sneak.
We won't...
You've done a good turn for the...
Okay, that's much faster, we just have to grab that, don't have to do anything else. Wait! I need the locksmith reader, actually. Don't I? No, I don't. I should be good with what I got, yeah. Oh, like so it keeps you hidden, Chameleon. Like, not only does it make you lose aggro and it make you invisible, like, you can attack shit and you won't get noticed. Yeah, that is OP. Jeez. Now, is it, you say punching, like, can you specifically only punch people, or can you use any weapon to attack? Oh, detection range reduction. Okay. I wonder if it's possible for a stealth boy to be in there. Probably not. Yeah, it is thundering. Did not know it was supposed to storm today. So stream ends abruptly. You know why? You can do whatever you want. That's crazy, OP. Is it at least balanced out by the fact that it's hard to acquire? Yeah. At first I thought it was just the garbage truck. I almost grabbed that cap. I don't need that in this run. I always think it's, like, it's hard to tell because it sounds exactly like the noise the garbage truck makes when it empties the dumpster over there. So the dumpster's over there, but it, like, echoes off of the building next to me and through this window. And so at first I thought that's what was happening. Interesting. Are the two, can you use the two together in a way that's like synergistic, or can you only use one at a time? You can use both at the same time. Oh, will we get the gamer jump? Hold. Oh, we got it. We did it. Yeah, that's what I felt about Avowed, because I still haven't finished my first playthrough of that. Mainly because I was wanting to finish it on stream, because I started it on stream. And as opposed to the past when I've tried to do first playthroughs on stream, I actually enjoyed doing that first playthrough on stream. Avowed has some broken ass stuff in it too. Once I get a chance to do some testing with it, it'll probably be a fun run to route. But I'm pretty proud of myself lately. I don't know. I've actually been knocking the backlog out. I'm really bad about that. There's a period there where it just kept growing infinitely, and I was never really making any progress on playing any of the games. I have this thing that I do where, like, once I start doing something, I get really impatient with finishing it. Which, like, sometimes I feel like that kind of makes sense, because, you know, like, I would have been sad, like, there's not anybody else working on it, or there wasn't anybody else working on it, but I would have been sad if, like, I didn't get the first all-unique weapons run. But, like, for this run, it doesn't matter, right? Like, a ton of people have done this DLC Hitless. It doesn't really matter when I get this run. There's not a rush, but I just do that to myself mentally, where once I start on something, I want to finish it, and I feel like I'm wasting time if I don't finish it as soon as possible. And getting worlds first, I don't know, it doesn't really matter a whole lot anyways, too, right? It's like, it doesn't really matter that much to begin with, but... Oh, bot, sorry. Love when the command actually works. Gonna get way to get 100% chameleon for 84 seconds in about an hour. Yeah, that sounds... How many uses do you get, though? Chad, did you see that? Somebody just shot Sarah in the face. Some monster just killed Sarah. Scoundrel. Oh well, better go give her stuff away. You know, she's not going to use it anymore. Might as well respect her memory by, you know, sharing her happiness or something like that. We did not get the RNG. Damn. Tragic. Oh, it can be fully refreshed with a weight, so... As long as you wouldn't need to use more than one. What's the duration on it? Is it like... Is it a pretty significant duration that you get from one cast? I like her hat here. That is a stylish hat. Very nice. Oh, and he's got it too. It's a new trend.
Well, howdy, partner. Good.
That's pretty good duration, though. I probably should have grabbed that money still, actually. Very shit turbo RNG. Probably the shittiest I've gotten in a while. Hopefully the vendor has a somewhat decent amount.
Where to, partner?
Well, hello,
Penthouse floor.
Well, hello, Shig. That's what she was gonna say.
This meeting has been...
Ignore the subtitles. No, that's the wrong... Time loss, no. The speed strats are ruined.
Congratulations.
I didn't need that.
Hey, you there.
Oh, I forgot about this guy. Actually, it is somewhat possible to avoid that dialogue, actually. I just don't do it, because I always forget. I do not have what I need to go kill Benny yet. Why am I trying to do it? I guess I could use the throwing spear, but... That would be a time save. Fuck it. We ball. Speed strats. Stop hopping to make up for the turning around. Oh, do you not know how to stop hop? I'm kind of surprised.
Hey, fella.
I figured you would know. It's not super hard, honestly, based on the fact that I can do it.
Hey there, pal. Welcome.
What I'd say is like getting consistent at it. At first, don't try to do it perfectly, because there's like a margin of doing it correctly versus doing it as best as you possibly can. That's pretty wide, but doing it correctly is more important at first than doing it as quickly as you possibly can. Like, maintaining a consistent chain of stop hops is more important than like getting the fastest stop hops possible, if that makes sense. That's what made me a lot better at being consistent about it. I did not read the speech magazine. I'm glad I remembered.
Little birdies tell me you've been...
Oh, they found it after you stopped running 3, I see. It's actually harder in 3. Or at least it seems that way to me. I don't know. It seems more difficult to do in 3 than it does in this game. Oh. Gotta do that every time his head sticks to the wall, because it's not guaranteed that that will happen. We do it 6. Comprehension. Duh. It's always comprehension. We do have to talk to Yes Man on this run. That's right.
Hey! Hi!
Beautiful dialogue matching. Yeah, I don't know why. I could be completely imagining it, but I feel like the stop hopping is different in 3 because, like, movement acceleration is slightly different in that game.
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser.
Like, I think it takes your player a little bit longer to accelerate in 3. I don't know. That's not based on any technical information whatsoever. That is based entirely on my own subjective experience, but... Like, I'm not as consistent with stop hopping in 3 as I am in this game.
Move along.
Uh-oh. That was really close. Listen here, Sasuke. Why don't you take your tire iron and go join the fucking Akatsuki or some shit? Whose clothes do we like better? Oh wait, that's Badlands armor, so this one. I'm one to talk. My character's voice actor is also Sasuke, so. Or Yuri Lowenthal, you know, because that's the actor's name. The actor's name for Sasuke isn't Sasuke. Although that'd be pretty neat if that were true. Nice crit, saving my life. Bro, your aim is insane. Did you see those bullets flying all over creation? Man was like doing this. Yeah, that crit probably saved a hit there. Played it a little dangerous. So yeah, if you're wondering why I took the clothing off of that man, it's because there is a part later on in this run where the weight of my apparel affects a sneak chance, and this is a low weight piece of clothing. Actually, this is lighter. Maybe I don't need to grab the piece of clothing. This is more fashionable than the Volt jumpsuit, though, let's be honest. I mean, don't I look like a man dressed for the job he wants, you know? Oh, what is that emote? Sasuke. Has to be somebody's emote. I don't remember adding that. Sorry for the motion sickness. Promise the stop hopping one soon. In truth, it bothers me just as much as it bothers you, probably. Yeah, I can't stop hop for too long, otherwise I get dizzy. Like, it actually makes me dizzy IRL. Skip the dialogue. We're gaming. Let's go.
Move along.
Where to, partner?
Well, hello,
Oh, I didn't do that right the first time. Oh well.
Penthouse floor. Casino floor.
Okay, so we do Followers of the Apocalypse quest. Buy turbo. Buy guns.
Excuse me, but
And then we can go to DLC. Or no, we have to get the last Stealth Boy. That's right. So we replace the REPCONN Stealth Boys with the Nightkin Stealth Boy. This is much less of a time sink because the DLC entrance, you don't have to go that much farther past it to get the Nightkin Stealth Boy. So I'm doing that instead of getting the guaranteed ones at REPCONN because I don't think I'll need that many. I guess we'll see if that's true or not. I haven't tested this. This is a brand new testing stream. Stop hopping continues until morale improves.
Hey, if you've been able to bug...
Oh, I haven't read the books yet. That reminds me. Oh, I just wasted a skill point. Oh well.
Hey, no one...
I'll never financially recover from this.
Hello and welcome to...
Morning.
I'm the best dressed gambler in this casino. Look at me. Chino wishes
I hear you've been asking
he were
questions.
dressed as spiffy as I was.
You again. Hey there.
Oh, only 2. That's very rough. Surely
Thanks.
that'll be fine. Surely I won't run out of turbo. Actually, how much does this suit weigh? 3. It is heavier. Only
Find out how
slightly.
much money those hookers cost.
Oh, hey, Chewy, what's up? How's it going? How's work going?
Hey there, friend.
No. Oh. Free 55 experience. That I wasn't expecting to get. I didn't check the time before I fast traveled. Hopefully I don't die here. We're fine. I don't need that. I need this. I probably don't need this either, but I conceivably could use that. Where are you going?
Welcome to the New Vegas.
What in the world are you doing? This is aberrant behavior. Oh, you like my shirt? Yeah. Champions of England. Once again. I need to go to Gunrunners now. I need to put this back on. And read one of... Actually, no, I will not read one of these. Or yes, I will. Because I have 2 of them, right? Yeah.
Welcome, sir, or...
Won't need that again. Won't need that. Won't need that. Won't need that. Won't need that. Now we go to the Great Cons. I am scared to stop hop downhill because I'm going to take fall damage because I'm not good at doing that. That was a great stop hop I just did there. 2 in a row.
Hey, welcome to...
Okay, possibly we can get a stop hop chain going here. Maybe, if we really focus. There we go. I still can't stop hop on wonky elevation worth half a shit either. It's harder to do if you're going downhill or uphill because the timing changes. So there's another tip for you. People who are learning stop hopping. Time loss. She's sitting down right when I need to talk to her. How could she do this to us?
They tell me I'm supposed to sell you.
12.7, yeah. Oh, wow. Overcorrected there, didn't I? $139. Where'd you go? That's 46.
Thanks.
What time is it? It is late, but this is a safe fast travel, so it doesn't matter. No, yeah, mine's the same way, because I use the script extender to launch it, because I didn't want my mods to break whenever they updated the game, so that it actually works through Steam. So yeah, mine's the same way. I have like 0 hours. I have 0 hours in Fallout 3. It's kind of funny. That's such a Bethesda-coded thing to happen. So for those of you who don't know, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but basically if you bought Fallout 3 on Steam, the game would not work. Because when they released the game on PC, it was set up through Games for Windows Live, which was a defunct service like several years ago. And so you couldn't play the game unless you used mods, like third-party mods, to launch the game. Then, a couple years ago, they finally fixed it, I'm guessing because eventually enough people are like, hey, I paid money for this game and I can't play it, what the fuck? And, but if you get that update, like if you did that update to make it actually work and launch through Steam, it would break all of your mods, so I didn't do that. I'm still playing on an update from several years ago. I did not discover the location. There we go. So that's the DLC entrance there. We'll be going there soon. Before we go, I'll go ahead and split. The Stealth Boys split probably shouldn't even exist anymore. Before we go, though, we need to pay a visit to our good old buddy, the Wind Brahmin Rancher. Oh, we are stylish as all get out, man. You see this man, you know, out in public, it just has to demoralize you because you just know you can never look as good as this. This is peak performance. I feel like a Wild West version of like the hobo from Mary Poppins. You know what I mean? Like that random hobo. No, he's a chimney sweep. Sorry, he's not a hobo. Not that there's anything wrong with being a hobo, but... Dude, Mary Poppins mentioned twice in my casual life for 2 days in a row. What are the odds of that? It's a Jeopardy clue the other day. Or yesterday, I guess. Oh, that spaceship is there, that's right, because we have Wild Wasteland. I forgot about that. Shit, we can grab the alien blaster! Should I grab the alien blaster? Should I turn this run into an absolute meme? I'm strongly considering it, actually. Yeah, we're doing it. Fuck it. We're already all the way out here, you know? We'll get the Stealth Boy first, and then... So that's not why I have the Wild Wasteland perk. I have the Wild Wasteland perk for another meme later on in the DLC, but just as well that we get the alien blaster.
You want to buy?
Bottle cap removed. I have one cap. Dude, you can't write this shit. It's beautiful. It's all coming together beautifully. I really needed that cap back, guys. Okay. I'm really struggling right now. So the only risk, I am going to go try to get the alien blaster. The only risk is I don't know what a safe approach would be for this. I know only one of them attacks you naturally. But I think all of them attack you once you kill the guy with the alien blaster. As long as I kill him undetected, it shouldn't matter, right? But that's going to be a struggle with this weapon. How many doses of steady do I have? I have a surplus, that'll be fine. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the big guy. Fuck it, let's kill all of them. not he. I guess I can repair it with that. Fuck it, we'll take this too. Yo, what's up, Donut? We're just watching this run devolve into an absolute meme. Because I did a singular route change, and then it's just like snowballed from there. Kind of just going with the flow here. Hope you're doing well, Donut.
Howdy, friend.
Am I too high equip load now, though? No, we can still go. Sweet. Shit, milady. That too, though.
The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries
Streamlabs
to the tribes.
finally saw
We've
something
seen
it could
our share of
recognize as a
folks,
greeting.
But the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders
Unskippable
couldn't tamper
cutscene.
with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpace Legate, was
Oh, you're on
a
holiday
Canaanite,
right now? That's awesome.
Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him.
I hope
They
you
were
enjoy
ashamed.
your time off.
Guess I can't blame him. Well, at Hoover Dam, the Malpace Legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his New Canaanite butt right.
Donut, I think I'm gonna run
Caesar had to
DS2
make an example for the others. To
2
show them
runs
that
from now.
Even at the highest level, failure. wouldn't be
Yeah.
tolerated. He had
I'm
Graham
joining
covered
the...
in
I'm hopping on the
tricks, lit
DS2
on
bandwagon.
fire, and thrown
But you
into
see,
the
me and
Grand
you, we can
Say
act
he
superior
didn't
to
even
everybody
swing
else because we're playing vanilla
Not long
DS2.
after, some of the
So we're
slaves
the
and
two
tribals started to talk.
Vanilla
Said Graham
DS2
wasn't
Giga
dead.
Chads.
Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade.
Unless you were
anyone
about to
from
switch
speaking his
to
name.
Scholar.
Wanted to erase Joshua.
Because I know you said you were thinking
from
about doing
history.
that.
He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably
Yeah, I've never played
just a
Scholar.
tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a
I've only
long
played the
time.
original.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
It's
Maybe
too late for that now.
Malpace Legate
Yeah.
is dead.
After all the hits you
Or
fixed
maybe
in Drangleic, it
Joshua
would
Graham did crawl
seem
out
like
of
a-
the canyon and
wouldn't seem
finally
right to
found
switch
his
now.
way back home.
Okay, gotta focus here. This is probably
All
the
right,
split I'm
people.
most likely to get
Been
hit
a long
on
couple
here.
of weeks, but here we are, Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And
This is the only
15th
thing I
too.
can do with my player
The
right
New
now.
Canaanites will know a way.
By the way.
And if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving. And keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if they can't get out of there? Not a problem.
Oh no. Okay, we got the cripple. We're fine. That was close. Sick. Okay, we're not through yet. Oh, okay, I might be late here. I guess we'll see. The study's still active. It's not. Yes! Finally we got past this fucking split hitless. Let's go. Distance PB. Thank you for the GGs. Any second now. Chalk. There we go.
Hoi.
Hit him with the frig off. See you later, nerd. Or see you never, actually. Okay. Here's where the unexpected meme of the day will come from. I missed. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't miss. It just didn't kill in one shot. Okay, so we've never gotten this far into the run hitless. Alien blaster goes brrr. Now we're going to make our way over to the Dead Horses camp, but we are not going to be going there for story reasons. We're just going there because we need to see two bears high-fiving, and then we also need to discover a cave location to fast travel back to later. So, if you didn't know the point of this run, I'm cosplaying as a character in this DLC. It's a character who's dead in this DLC, but it's somebody who survived the Great War and basically was the cause of an entire civilization of people existing. And he's a total Giga Chad. That's a Cazador. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, well, at least we have this, I guess. Dude, that coyote is living the dream. Somehow still alive. He's no-rolling this motherfucker. Look at him. He can't be stopped. Look at this coyote! Oh my god. It's still alive. Yeah, just go kill everything but me. That's a good plan. Stick with that one. So RNG is more of a factor in this run than your typical New Vegas run. Because the enemy placement in this DLC is kind of random. Kind of. So like you could go through that part there a million times and the only consistent enemies that would be there were the white legs and the Yaoguai. Yeah, it's got the Fallout 3 enemy placement, exactly. So the reason I think we can get through this DLC without as many stealth boys and turbo is that really the only thing I'm concerned about being caught by with like my pants down is a Cazador, kind of like that. But there can actually be like a giant Cazador, like a scaled up Cazador from the base game. That's the thing I'm most worried about happening across. I've had it happen one run so far where I run into that. How much experience do these give? I don't really know that I need to... Yeah, only 3 experience. That's not necessary to disarm all of them. I'll take that throwing spear. But anyways, our goal is to get the Survivalist's weapon as soon as possible and then just use that for the rest of the DLC. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to discover this location and then go immediately to get that weapon. But yeah, we'll get the two bears high-fiving meme, of course. So in the base game, if you remember, I always kind of mash through the dialogue, so you never really see it. But in the base game, at the very beginning of the game, part of character creation is doing a Rorschach test, you know, like the ink blot test.
Glad you made it.
And one of those cards in the Rorschach test, the community that enjoys this game famously thought... Wait, this isn't where... Yeah, it is, where he shows up. Famously thought one of the cards looked like two bears high-fiving.
Hoy.
And it wasn't an option. And so when this DLC released as a Wild Wasteland, like, I don't know why I'm doing finger quotes, one of the results of the Wild Wasteland perk is that a dead horse walks out of the cave and it's named Two Bears High-Fiving. So it's a nice little Easter egg. Okay, we're gonna go to the Eastern Virgin. Surely I don't get lost. That wouldn't happen, right? It is certainly still possible to get hit, but the hardest part of the run is over. For sure. Very natural movements going on here. Oh boy. That's really bad. Okay. Stealth point. That was unfortunate timing there. Maybe should have waited until nighttime, but it's fine. So we've used 2 of our 4 stealth boys now. Oh, we already got 2 bears high-fiving, right? So now we're going to the Red Gate. That's where the Survivalist rifle is. That's the weapon, that's the aforementioned weapon that we're going to use for the rest of the run. Funnily enough, I have been to Zion in real life, and the Red Gate is a real place. And I have actually climbed on top of the Red Gate, and it's a very difficult rock face to climb, as this video game is even going to show us. So there's my IRL brag for you, as I climbed the Red Gate. And if you ever get the chance, if you're in the United States, Western United States, you should visit Zion National Park, because it is truly a very beautiful place. Say cheese. Am I in the right spot? I'm going to double check. Yes, I am in the right spot. Okay. Which I know of, yeah. But yeah, the part of the Red Gate that I climbed, so this is the Red Gate here. Which this doesn't look exactly like it does in real life, but it's a pretty good approximation. I climbed up on this part here, just like straight up the rock face. Okay, green gecko. So the Survivalist rifle is right up here in a duffel bag next to a skeleton. That skeleton is the skeleton of the Survivalist. There he is. There's our guy. That's us. So we're going to collect all of the Survivalist journal entries while we're here in Zion, and that's the little twist we're putting on the DLC run here. Otherwise, this run would already be over. Okay. So 2 skies. We already have it discovered. Holy Christ. Thank God the stealth boy was still active, huh? Okay, I can't remember what it is with this one. I think I can use... Yeah, there's the tripwire. That's not the right way. Classic. Do that every time. Okay, we've been hit here before because we did not respect this generator. There we go. We respected the generator this time. We didn't get hit. I'm trying to remember if there's another trap here. I haven't been splitting at all this whole time. Channeling my inner donut, forgetting to split. Top 2000 hitless running. I did grab all 3 there, right? Yes. So that is 2083 through 2095. Next we need to go to Fallen Rock Cave, which we have actually already discovered. That was the cave over by the Eastern Virgin. Let's all try to be mature about the fact that it's called the Eastern Virgin, chat. I certainly wouldn't make a joke about the fact that it's called the Eastern Virgin. You know, I wouldn't do anything so childish. I'm not going to be able to fast travel, and I'm going to get spotted, so I'm going to have to use another stealth boy, which kind of sucks. This should still be fine. Tell you what, we're gonna use turbo, and just go for it. Imagine hitting a single shot. There we go. Okay. You're dead, right? Okay. So what's caution then?
On you, hasty.
There we go. That's the answer to our question. Okay, cross your fingers and pray this is a melee enemy. Where did they go? They're up there. Okay. Like how that guy's just standing there, even though he's dead. Surely I can fast travel now. Nope. Okay. You ever wish you could bone out in Fallout? Because that's me right now. You've got to be kidding me. Yes, okay, we did it. Saved. Okay, next is Fallen Rock Cave. So the main threat, not the only threat, but the main threat of being hit in these caves are the traps that the Survivalist himself set. So as long as you defuse the traps and pay attention, you should not get hit. Now we pump guns. What do we do now for perks? I can't see because there is a pop-up over my notes. That's great. This one, I guess. There we go. We take Sneering Imperialist, that's right. Gotta be honest with you guys, I was not expecting Sneering Imperialist to be a meta perk for a hitless run that I did. Trying not to miss any landmines here. We do have a lot of leeway with landmines because our agility is 10, so it takes a long time for them to be set off. We still want to be careful. I forget if I want to go that way or this way. This one we can actually deal with without diffusing it. Sorry for the loud noise there, was not expecting that. Was not expecting it to be that loud. Most menacing teddy bear in the game. Yeah, we'll read all the notes at the end of the run. We're just picking them up for now. So there's 2077 and 2078. Next, chat, we're going to go to Morning Glory Cave. And once again, I want us all to be mature about the fact that this cave is called Morning Glory Cave, okay? It would be super easy to draw attention to the fact that Morning Glory is a slang phrase used to describe a certain thing that men experience in the morning. But we're not going to do that. We're not going to intentionally draw attention to that and pretend that we're being superior by being more mature and not making that joke ourselves. Am I going to the right exit? Yes. At this point, should I fast travel back to Two Skies Cave? I'm thinking no. Is Virgin River what we want to do? Are any fast travels in this DLC safe? I'm going to say they probably aren't, so we may as well just rip the band-aid off. Okay. We're alive. That's good. Next, we need to go where? Morning Glory Cave, which is there. Right? Yeah. There-ish. Okay, we have one stealth boy in a dream. Here we go. What the dog doing? No, like actually. What is the dog doing? Oh, okay, he's teleporting. Oh, there's so many. Not sure what the best course of action is here. Oh boy. Do they just like gravitate to me? Is that how the... Hello? What? Man just disappeared into the rock. Okay, so one of two things just happened. He either just fell through the map and COC'd, or he is still in that rock and can probably see me if I walk past, and can probably shoot me where I can't shoot them. Let's see which of the two it is. Oh no, there he is. Okay. He is trapped inside the rock, though, but I can see his head. Okay. Should I take the shot? Or should I try to sneak around? I should try to sneak around, I guess, because I'm supposed to only be using this gun, and I'm not going to trust that I'm going to get the kill shot properly that way. If I get aggroed, I'll use my last stealth boy and hope I don't need another one, I guess. We're doing it. That is a Yao boy, but it's up there where it can't hurt us, so that's good. Yeah, well, hopefully, because we've seen so many white legs already, we're not going to see that many more. Surely that's what that means, right? I would like to return to Zion someday, because I've never been at Zion at night. Oh, hello, Mr. Ant. Wait, no. The rules? Almost forgot the rules. Sorry. Let my hitless instincts take over. Let my all-unique weapons instincts take over there. Speaking of which, I should change my hotkey. Are they seriously mowing outside when it's thunderstorming? It sounds like that's what they're doing. You gotta appreciate the hustle, honestly. Sorry if the lawnmower reflecting off of the walls of the nearby building is loud, chat. There's very little I can do about that. This is the cliff, right? Yes. Need to be ready to go with some turbo here. It's a very cursed pattern. Okay, that's why we need turbo ready. We're just gonna rush. This is bad. Okay, okay, okay. Yikes. This is fine, surely? What is he doing? Oh, nice collision meme. That's fantastic. Jeez, scuffed as fuck. Super scuffed. Okay, we're doing it. Morning Glory Cave. We're here. Speaking of getting the blood pumping, yeah. God, that was terrible. I should never make a joke on stream again. After that, I should be disallowed. Okay, so there are some evil plants here in this cave. Luckily, they're pretty easy to kill without being hit. Famous last words. So fun fact about this weapon, the iron sight is bent. You can kind of see it as I aim down my sights. It's slightly bent to the left. And the game, that's not like a rendering error. It's an intentional part of the weapon. The iron sight is bent to the left, so you need to shoot to the right of the iron sight in order to hit where you're actually aiming. It's a neat little detail about this weapon. It's meant to show that this weapon was from before the war and that it's been through some shit. Nice collision meme. Fantastic. Okay. There's another trap up here, right? Where or what, I cannot remember, which is unfortunate. Okay. Bear traps in this next brush pile, that's right. Picking all of this up as if I can use any of it. 2108, 2113. 2123. Cueva Huarache. I do not know what Huarache means. I think it might just be a name, if I remember right, from what Chewie told me. Yo, hey, Faniel, what's going on? Thank you for the GGs. I don't need to be sneaking right now. There's actually no point. Again, we've got one stealth boy in a dream. There should be a safe drop down over here. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, the major risk of getting hit right now, there are two things that could really realistically get me hit. One of them is if I get bad RNG and a giant Cazador shows up, That's actually the less scary of the two scenarios. The other is if I get bad RNG and a white leg spawns in basically right on top of me. Those are the two things that would get me hit right now. There's a white leg there. It's going the other direction from where I'm going, so that's a good thing. There's a white leg. Hopefully not going in the direction I think it's going in. Oh, sweet. Dead horse is fighting it. Awesome. It's distracted. There's not like a literal dead horse fighting it. That's just the name of one of the tribes here. Like there's a person fighting it. It's also not just like a white leg. It's a whole person. It's a whole white person. In case you needed that clarification. I always get lost here, finding this cave. There it is. Okay, we found it. Sweet. You might want to see that the dead horse actually wins this fight here, because it will affect us in probably just a moment. Looks like the dead horse won. Okay, good. Okay, one time at this split. Yo, Zala, thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. One time at this split, I got hit to a trap I forgot was there. So surely that'll never happen again. There's a frag mine in the middle of this brush. I'm struggling to remember where it is. Or no, it's a tripwire. That's right. And a bear trap there. Is there a frag mine as well? I cannot remember. Extra sure. I think it was just that tripwire. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, this one I need. Is this does have a perception bonus, okay. There we go. Eventually got there. Okay. We did not get the good cowboy hat RNG this time. Unfortunate. Is this one better than my last one? Yeah, I'm feeling that vibe. Sure. $20.97, 2100, 2101. Oh, and 2100 again. Alright. One more cave to go. Well, I hope, I hope your evening goes better here, Zala. Hope you have a nice, relaxing evening. You may want to avert your eyes from this run. There was some major panic 2 splits ago, but it worked out. Okay. If we get to the Sorrow's camp without any RNG memes, the only thing keeping us from this run would be a skill issue. Or some hit that I've never known about before. Either one of those 2 things. This is good practice for the Fallout 3 run, honestly, the RNG enemy placement. Our next run is going to be in Fallout 3. Yeah, we're doing a DLC run in Fallout 3. We're going to try to do the pit Hitless. Specifically, we're doing the baby napper ending. Hitless. We're going for the baby napper ending. I'm excited for that run. That run was really fun to route and theorycraft for. Yeah, Fallout 3 is harder. The base game especially is. Honestly, the fact that this is a DLC run might make it a little bit easier, because the enemy locations are a little bit more scripted, but RNG is much more of a factor in Fallout 3 than it is in New Vegas. New Vegas, you don't have as much randomness as you do in Fallout 3, so it's easier to predict what's going to happen throughout the run. Okay, we're at the Narrows. Yeah, I like the pit. The pit is either my favorite or second favorite DLC. It's like right up there with Point Lookout as my favorite DLC in that game, for sure. And there's not anything super mechanically unique about the pit. I think it's just got like a good story, good world building, you know? Like, it's a cool DLC. It's a cool idea for like a post-apocalyptic setting, you know?
Katubiu.
Katuviu. Gotta love the PNG rain. Very beautiful. Am I going the right way? I may not be. Actually can't really remember if I'm going the right way. No, I'm not going the right way. Okay, good. That's Crossroads. We want Stone Bones, as the split name would imply. need to be over there. How do I get over there? I cannot remember. That's how. You're a friendly gecko, that's right. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Panic for a moment there. We're fine. What am I missing here? Cave should be right here, right? Or is that it? Oh, the point lookout was, the performance was bad. I can imagine that. My first playthrough of New Vegas, all DLCs, was on console, and I was so disappointed because I couldn't finish it. Because the memory was so high, like the memory usage was so high by the last DLC, I couldn't even play it. So like on my original playthrough of New Vegas, I never got to do Old World Blues, which is especially sad because that's like one of my favorite DLCs now that I've actually played it. So I never really got to experience that on my first playthrough. Oh, here's Stone Bones. Okay. Please let me disarm the tripwire without memes. What? Okay, I suppose there's always this option. Oh, that was a lot closer than I would have liked it to be. $20.96, $20.96 too. Alright, that is all journal entries. And the next split is called Boop. So, I guess I should actually focus so I don't hit the tripwire. Although I suppose if I did, I could just rip a turbo and get out alive. This game and its buggy movement, dude. Okay. Yeah, that was really close. Way closer than I wanted it to be. I don't know why it's not letting me defuse that tripwire. That may be like that intentionally, I don't know. But so this next split is called Boop. If you're not aware of the meta strategy to get an any % run in this DLC, it's kind of comical. So you don't complete any of the main quest endings in Honest Hearts to get a hitless run in it. Basically, you enter the DLC, immediately come straight here to the Sorrow's camp, and then you want to wait for a very specific pattern of enemies from this point right here. And you'll wait hour by hour to get that pattern. In fact, we might already have it. Just need to know what this other enemy is, or this other NPC is. Where even is this thing? Oh, way down in the river. Oh, well. Let's wait. Basically, we want it so that there's just one Sorrow's tribal up here and not really much else. And the reason why for that will be obvious shortly. Okay, we can always just push this person up here, I guess. Can you come this way with me, please? No, don't walk back to where you were standing. Please, please just cooperate. Okay. Okay, fine. Be that way. Is this what we're looking for? This should work. So, if you lay a hand on a Saros tribal in any way whatsoever, doesn't matter if you accidentally shoot them, doesn't matter if you punch them, you cannot complete the quest in such a way that you help the new Canaanites. And so, we're going to do that. We're going to punch... Yeah, you steal the map when they can't see you. Basically, you punch a Saros tribal and then immediately put your fists away so they forgive you. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Ah! Okay, it's fine. We can do this. We can still do this. They're not forgiving me. That's not the right pot. Scuffed. Scuffage. We still have our stealth boy. Let's use it. We have 2 stealth boys. We must have gotten an RNG stealth boy at some point. Okay, now they forgave me. Good. Of course, man. Like, there still had to be some scuffage. Now, we just simply fast travel to the beginning of the DLC and leave. But before we leave, we need to read the journal entries. Of the Survivalist in order, which means we start with 2077. October 28th, 2077. Famous date in the Fallout franchise. Can anybody say why? Thank you for the GGs. Thank you so much for the GGs. 5 days on foot, still can't sleep. Outside, it's like nothing happened. Sky looks wrong, that's all. Hike back to overturned National Guard truck near Tokerville. After blisters heal, maybe. Looks like USGS team was researching something here in the cave. Cleared out when bombs fell, left equipment behind. Probably thought they had families to run back to. Char must have said this out loud 1,000 times walking here. Maybe writing it will feel more like you were hurt. You were right. I was north of Spanish Fork, took the 77 along Provo Bay to steer clear of town. Would have been home in an hour. Engine died, truck just stopped. So did a Chrysler in the other lane. Knew right away. First nuke hit Salt Lake City inside a minute. I was looking south. Lucky man. Flash behind me so bright, world looked on fire. Old couple from the Chrysler starts screaming they can't see. Didn't watch you die, Char. Saved my eyes. Counted 12 more flashes next 7 minutes. Ground shook each time, 18 seconds later. When nothing hit for half an hour, took a look. Globe of fire where you and Alex died. Didn't kid myself. Didn't know what to do. Grabbed my pack and rifle. Saw to the old couple, sat them up against the car, let them hold it and comfort each other, told them I was going to get help, everything would be okay. 1 bullet through both heads, instant. 5 day hike back to Zion. You told me stop running off to the wild, man belongs with his family. You were right. You were right, you were right, you were right. Wasn't there to hold you and my boy, died without me, never touch you or him again. Should shoot myself what I deserve. Can't, maybe soon. Black rain falling outside, Geiger jumping. Should let it kill me, but bottling water from back of cave all the same. Sounds dead outside, can't look. Geiger goes lethal 15 feet from cave mouth. Do the math, radiation goes down before water runs out or I never leave this cave. Happy New Year. 2 months in cave, still lethal outside, don't get it. In an army they said 2 to 4 weeks cleared Fallout. Fallout mentioned? Less than a month's water left. Been mopping condensation off cave walls, wringing shirt into bottles. Trading calories for water. Food stocks holding. Thanks, USGS. If there was even a chance I'd see the 2 of you again, I'd run outside. Sounded like windstorm out there for 2 days. Radiation down 500. What happened? That is a reference, I believe, to the storms of the Divide. Is what that is. Took a peek. Snow. It glows green. Radiation low enough I could risk short exposure outside. More important, cave stream now drinkable if I use rad drugs. January 30th, there is nothing alive out there. Okay, what's next? 2083, I think. Yes. The comeback goes on. Add prickly pear to list of survivors with honey mesquite and banana yucca. Odd nodules, mutations, but safe to eat. Harvesting, oh so careful, never take more than a fifth. Mouth waters every time I'm about to eat something that isn't from a can. Clouds of those stinging flies near fallen tree I call the napper. Little flashes in the cloud. Something dragonfly-sized that zaps them midair then scoops them up. Something new. Bighorn sheep. A family. Ram, ewe, and little one. Fucking goddamn it. The sheep were different. Brawny. Ewe had curved horns just like the ram. Seen some tiny lizards. This is the first time seen animals that big. Fingers crossed. 5 to 10 years breeding, fresh meat, hides, horns. I know it's time to go back, Char, when winter is past. Just got back. Tired. Good scrounging along the way. Ended up dragging back a cart of stuff. Right tomorrow. Sleep. Departed April 10th. Walk to Salt Lake City took 15 days. Would have been 7 to 9 back in the old days, but had to circle pockets of radiation and foraged along the way. Don't know what I was thinking. Imagined I'd find my house, dig through the rubble, find something. Your bones, I hoped, and Little Nuts would have buried them here in Zion, maybe. I'm assuming Little Nut is his child. Their name. Salt Lake City is mostly craters, warped steel girders where high-rises sat, mounds of bricks. Never found our house, didn't even find the street. What wasn't a crater was scorched clean. Want to believe it was fast, a flash, both of you vaporized. Lies to make me feel better, I'll never know. Which part of city got hit first? Northeast and you both died in a blink. Farther away and you burned alive screaming, or the blast, broken glass and bits of brick and wooden splinters shredding you like hamburger. Look at it, coward, and listen, don't turn away and face it. If you'd have been brave, lucky man, you would have found a spot and blown your brains out. But not you. You took your time walking back and made a shopping trip of it. The truck was still there on the 77 north of Spanish Fork. The Chrysalis too, but no sign of the old couple's bones. Outside Nephi, I caught a trail. 3 men, tracks heading towards Fountain Green. Thought about following, but didn't. Stupid fantasy of friends, more likely cannibals. Took 2 days to build door and electrify it. No soliciting assholes. Home sweet fucking home. 2095. I count 28 of them. 11 adult males, 8 females, 9 children aged 2 to 10. Some rifles and pistols in bad repair. Old world clothes, ratty. Got close enough last night I could hear them talk. Spanish, I think. From Mexico? Heard them say paradiso a bunch. Think that means paradise. Here to stay then. Seem harmless. Seem. The one I call Maria is pregnant. I think the father is Jose, but she spends a lot of time with Pablo too. Pedro ran out to pee in the stream and would have seen me if he looked to his left. Too close. Need to give them space. Jose broke his leg chasing a bighorn. Too far from camp for them to hear. Told myself to leave it be, but couldn't. 300 yards from their camp. Did my best, Jose screaming imitation, until a bunch of them came looking, then strung them along to the crest where they could hear the real Jose. Probably useless. Compound fracture broke the skin. And a future without antibiotics. Infection. So many goddamn words, nearly the same, think I'd be fluent. But anyway, Jose's leg has got it, so he's going to die. Nature for you. Nature for you. Of course they're giving prayer a try. Left bottle of antibiotics on a rock outside their camp last night. They thanked God, Dios, of course, as though that asshole saw fit to burn the world but still cared enough to leave medicine on a rock. Jose will always limp, but otherwise he'll be okay. good deed for the month. Will they make it through the winter? Fuckers killed all the men. I think they would have taken the women alive, but Maria and Selena opened fire and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down and some of the kids with them. If I could have warned them. Elena and Carmen and 5 children still alive, being kept in a pen. There are more than 100 of these assholes in blue suits. Every suit says 22 on the back. Why? Armed to the teeth with submachine guns, pistols, estimates 60% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark-haired guy, but can't get close enough to tell. Assholes are disciplined. Patrols, sentries, they mean business. Say I go in at night and get the women and children out. Where to next? But I have to get them out. Have to. Recon during the night. Well-organized sentries along most approaches, but stream not covered. Are they sick? Lots of coughing fits? Tuberculosis? Women and children still in the pen. Will try to infiltrate by stream tomorrow night. February 14th, they ate them. So, well, I think, so the NCR Ranger armor is like, it's actually riot control armor from before the war that's been repurposed. So I'm guessing that, like, he had some kind of riot control armor pre-war. But yeah, that I think is the origin of that. So basically what he's talking about here, if you know Volt 22 from the base game, the people who get infected with the fungus, they went crazy and they just killed everybody they saw. And as you just heard, they ate the children, which is intense. He hears coughing fits. It's the sickness finally taking them, turning them into fungus monsters or whatever. Ambush along the Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. It's important that he killed them from a distance, otherwise he would have caught the disease too. Used their grenades to booby-trap the bodies, kept half. Secured 6 SMGs, 500 rounds, 10mm, 6 frags. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 2 males died checking bodies, killed 2 more with rifle, shot 1 through calf and let asshole crawl off to spread the message. Coughed like I'd shot him through the lungs. Ambush half-mile east of the coal pits wash, 8 males killed. No, yeah, they ate the kids. They ate the children. This is his, like, holy vengeance story here. He just kills all of them, basically. Which, like, I don't know, it's kind of like mercy for them, I guess, so they don't turn into skinwalkers. Ambush in the Narrows, 6 males killed, took a 10mm through the thigh, steel jacket, missed femoral. Lucky. Used tourniquet to make sure no blood spattered on rocks back to cave. Have set traps all along the entrance passage, but if they find me, it will be a matter of time. Still, 24 confirmed kills in 10 days equals at least 1/3 of their combat force. Not bad for an old man. Lucky, 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 lucky. Patrol was small, 3 men. Screaming woke me. Point man caught under deadfall. Panic fire ricocheted into the cave, almost hit me. Crawled forward and killed them all with SMGs. Nearly used frags, stupid, finger in the pin when remembered ricochets. So he was going to throw a grenade, but he thought better of it because a bullet could have hit the grenade and exploded it, I guess is what he's saying. Leaving at once, no other patrols in the area, but they'll be searching Narrows for these 3. Taking as much food as I can to drag with me and heading to the caves south. What is next? 2097. The coffers are gone finally, all 34 that still lived. Ate their dead for strength, then struck out southeast. Victory. 10 months killing, all I feel is cold. They deserved every goddamn bit of it. Thought I was dreaming, but the screams were real. For a moment I thought they'd tricked me, just pretended to leave Zion and sent a patrol to track me down. But the screams were a woman's. Edged around a corner in a passageway to have a look. 1 Volter, ankle deep in bear trap. Leveled my SMG, but the way she was crying stopped me. So he was going to mercy kill her. How she screamed when she saw me. Been their boogeyman a long time. Name's Sylvie. Claims she ran away from them. Calls them evil people, children of the devil. Turns out they were sick after all. Something they caught in a vault they lived in. She never came down with it, yet. So help me, I've wound up being her nurse. Her story matches what I learned from my interrogations last year, but according to her, let's just say it was bad to be a woman in that group. So when they left, she slipped away. She knows next to nothing about living outside of Volt. She says she wants to learn. 2100. Never been so scared in my life. Canada wasn't scary, just sickening, the criminality of it. The end of the world wasn't scary. So what he's talking about there is how the U.S. annexed Canada, and, like, if you've seen the cutscenes from the beginning of the first Fallout game, basically there were people who didn't like the fact that Canada was being annexed by the U.S., and so there were, like, freedom fighters that were getting shot, like, basically executed in the street. Like, you can see a cutscene at the beginning of Fallout 1 where the U.S. military is just shooting people in the street, like, executing them. That's what he's implying by this, I'm pretty sure. The end of the world wasn't scary. When I knew you and Alex were dead, I didn't have anything left to be scared about. I just went on for some reason. I wasn't scared fighting the Volters. It was like I kept daring them to finish me. When I killed them, I think it was the closest I came to feeling happy in years. Sylvie is pregnant, and I am terrified. Ridiculous old man. A father again at 47. In this world? She's so exciting and so trusting, says it's God's will that we have this child, like nothing can go wrong. You see, Char, she doesn't know about you and Alex. I never told her. Almost did sometimes, but what you and I had, it seemed wrong to share it. More like an old man not wanting his young wife to know how he failed the one who came before her. Hiking into Tokerville for medical books and supplies, this will be done right. I'm sorry, Char, I hope you can forgive me. Yeah, the cutscene where they're executing people. And what's funny in that game, like, it's like a war crime happening, right? But they're using it as, like, positive military propaganda in that game. Like, it's a commercial on TV. It's not the news. It's saying, like, our boys are keeping the peace in Canada or whatever. Like, baby was a breach, would have been a son, Michael. Did my best to turn him, failed. Must have done cesarean too late. Had to put Sylvie out, and she never woke up. Buried them south of the Narrows. Well, this time I was by their side, so much better. I think I can finally do it. Blow my fucking brains out all over this goddamn cave. So they died. The woman died in childbirth. August 22nd. 10 sets of tracks, half-mile northeast of Canyon entrance. Barefoot. Saw them through scope, corpses walking around. Finally gone crazy. Dementia, maybe. August 24th. I'm not crazy, they're real. God damn it, they are real. Rushed me the moment they saw me, snarling like animals. They look like corpses, but don't smell rotted. I'll be putting them out of their misery, doing for them what I never could for myself. September 3rd, the last of them, all gone. So there, I don't know if he's talking about, like, ghouls showing up, or if it's the people from Volt 22 finally, like, actually dying and then the fungus taking over them. But, yeah. February 5th. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday, you useless old dinosaur, happy birthday to me. Happy 60th. What do you get, a man who has everything? A bottle of whiskey and a 12-gauge slug through the roof of the mouth. Woo. Come now, what do I have to prove to myself that I've lived long enough? I'm a shriveled old man, white beard, seen enough sunrises and sunsets, saw the big sunset, been hanging on through the long night 36 years now. Ridiculous. Not kidding myself into thinking that there's anything on the other side of this, fine. Things weren't so bad before I was born. Char and Alex, Sylvie and Michael, who could have been. Thoughts of the beloved dead before dying. Goodbye, Zion. February 6th, fucking didn't do it, coward as usual, maybe 2 bottles next year. April 25th. 24 of them, half boys, half girls. Youngest is 8, maybe oldest 13 to 14. Dirty and scrawny, been on foot a long time. Children's crusade. Struck camp on nearly the same spot as Los Mexicanos, 30 years and a lifetime ago. I spent 2 nights listening to them. English, literate. One of them reads stories while the little ones fall asleep. They escaped someplace they call the school, but can't figure out where it was. When they want a little one to behave, they tell him to stop or the principal will get you. Principal better not show up or I'll blow his goddamn head off. I can still shoot straight. And now the last note. 2124. January 2nd. I've been leaving notes for them and gifts. They liked the books, started with stories but moved on to weapons manuals, medical books, practical stuff. In the notes, it's embarrassing, almost like those cards people used to give each other. Everything's sweet and loving. I told them to read and to learn and to make the most of their new home. I tell them that I'm giving them Zion as a gift to make up for all of the sorrows of their lives so far, and all the sorrows man has visited on man. I tell them to be kind to each other and modest. I tell them never to hurt each other, but that if someone else comes along and tries to hurt them, to strike back with righteous anger. Stuff like that. I sign every note the Father, because, well, just because. Have I mentioned that I'm dying? Mind's still sharp, lungs the problem, might be cancer, cough's been getting worse for months. Finally, there's blood in it. Getting harder to visit my little friends, breath's so short. I've given away most of what I own. They'll find the rest in the caves when they get a little older. I don't want them to find me, though. The Father is a broke-down old man. Disappointment. It's time. I don't want another birthday. January 23rd. It's cold enough that I don't last long enough on the high mound up next to the red gate. I think I've got enough breath left in me to make it. I'll just lie down and stare at the sky. Feels right. I hope they'll do well. I hope no harm comes to them from within or without. Did my best to prepare them with the last few notes. Said something kind about each one of them. What makes each one special. Told them the Father was pleased by their kind natures, and that it would be up to them to handle things on their own from now on. That I'd be silent, but still watching and still caring. Lying then. Oh yes. Lied to you, Char, and Alex, and Sylvie. Told you I'd be with you forever, but I wouldn't go back and unsay it once if I could. What was the point of it all? So many failures. But I never forgot your face, or Little Nuts, or sorry, Sylvie's. They used to say that happened after a while, but it never did for me. Maybe the only point of all this living was to keep those pictures in my head going for as long as I could. It was the only life I could give you, not a day went by without. It wasn't choice. I chose to die again and again, just never did. Body had its own drive. Well, the little ones will need it, species will need it if it's to continue, that blind drive onward. I wish them well. It's been a gift to me, at the end of it all, to behold innocence. Goodbye, Zion. Randall Dean Clark, February 5th, 2053 to January 21, 2024. Best character in the series. By far. So this man didn't die with his wife and child because he was an absentee father. Instead of spending time with his family, he kept going to Zion National Park and spending time there. Because he was there when the bombs dropped, he didn't die. And then he forcefully fought to survive for several years after, 50 years after the bombs hit. And still kept going even though everything that was happening to him was terrible. And then he basically develops the Sorrows civilization, which is the only civilization in human history that is completely innocent and doesn't know war or anything like that. Like, they were a completely innocent civilization. Yeah, I guess he was 99, right? Isn't that the math? No, wait, it'd be 71, right? Be 71. Or not 71, it'd be 70, but because he didn't make it to his 71st birthday. But yeah, that's great character, best character in the series, no question, in my mind. And it's like a character you never see. You see them, I guess you see their skeleton, but you only know about them from notes that they leave behind. But anyways, now that I'm done yapping,
and so it was
that is
conflict
the
between
run.
New Canaanites and the White
That is
Land
Honest Hearts
was
Hitless.
finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power. Already weakened by several seasons of bad trading, the Happy Trails
Thank you for the
Caravan Company
GGs, I
was
appreciate it.
devastated by the failure of its expedition. The new Canaanites never
Sorry,
re-established ties with the caravan.
So
Their
my,
experiences with
I get,
outsiders near the
like,
Great Salt
emotional
Lake
reading that
had been
because,
far too negative. Within 6 months,
my dad
the
passed
Happy
away.
Trails Caravan Company was bankrupted.
What would have been now?
And with that, the courier walked out.
It's been
of the
5
history
years
of the
now,
tribes
5
of
years ago
Zion,
now.
And back
So
to the
reading that
gathering
just gets
storm
me a
of
little
the Mojave
emotional.
Wasteland.
But yeah, that's the run. Last split, read a book. Yeah, yap for 30 minutes. Well, I don't need to level up. We've already gotten out of the DLC, I guess. But that is the run. Now that we got that, what time is it? 1:35. I think we might switch over to Fallout 3, actually.